The basic rule is that AR-15s run better when they're well lubricated. But how much do you put on and where do you put it? Now, Jesse, we've got a Stag Arms rifle taken apart here. You're shooting your guns a lot for 3-gun, right?
Definitely, tens of thousands of rounds a year.
Holy cow. So you have to keep them running. Would you show us where and how you lube yours?
Definitely. One of the things I like doing the least is cleaning, so you got to get good at that as well.
Okay.
What I'll do is the main thing you're going to have to clean a lot is your bolt.
Okay.
You're going to have to clean inside your bolt carrier because that's where all the carbon buildup is going to be.
Yeah.
I've got this handy little Cat M4 tool. It'll get on here and scrape all of that carbon buildup on there. If you go on their website, you can see all the different ways that this thing will actually clean every part inside your gun.
Oh, okay.
So as far as lubrication goes, you want to get a good lubricant. You start with your bolt. This is the bread and butter right here.
Right.
You have your gas rings. Those are very important to stay lubricated because that seals everything. We put a good coat of lubrication there. The tip of this, you want to lubricate that so it's almost dripping off of there. Okay. There's a bearing surface right here that's going to ride inside of this. Right. Make sure that's lubricated. I'll actually get this thing so wet that it'll be dripping. I'll have to race to get it inside the back inside here.
So you really can't have it too much.
I'll actually have lubrication on my glasses after I get done shooting.
Really, because it's just slinging lube.
Exactly. Okay. I want it to work 100% of the time.
All right.
So as you're putting this back together, you're going to lubricate all of that. You lubricate your cam pin a little bit because that's going to move around inside the bolt carrier there. The bearing surfaces here are these rails along the bottom. You're going to see this stuff where...
Because this whole bolt carrier is moving inside the receiver.
Exactly.
Here.
It's reciprocating into your lower receiver and back into the upper receiver.
Right.
You're going to see the wear surfaces as your gun gets more and more rounds on it. And that's where you want to put lubrication. If you can see shiny metal,
makes sense.
That's where you want to put lube. So you put a bead of lube across there. Right along the top of there's another bearing surface. I'll actually put a drop up inside the gas tube because the gas tube is going inside there.
Okay.
I'll lubricate the back side of the cam, or where the
lugs there.
The lugs, exactly. Because those are interacting. And then I'll put a drop around this because that's hitting the buffer every time it's going back.
Okay. So I guess one of the questions that people ask you all the time is, how often should I clean it? How often should I lube my gun?
Well, that's going to depend on what ammunition and different things, different conditions you're in. Right. Myself, I'll lube it every night. If we're shooting a 3-day match, I'll take it apart, wipe everything off that's dirty, put it back together, and put more lubrication on it. Okay,
somebody who's just going out to the range and shooting for fun, basic rule is just when you're done, at the end of the day, when you come home, go ahead and take it apart and do it then.
Exactly. You can get several thousand rounds on a gun before it's going to just completely shut down, but it's going to run a lot better and last a lot longer if you do it every 200 rounds, every 500 rounds versus every 2,000 rounds.
Is that old line, take care of your rifle and it's going to take care of you?
You're exactly right.
Thanks, Jesse.